Hey, welcome to Ring Ads Coaching Call, February 28th, but it's actually March the 3rd. I'm William Mears, CEO and founder of Ring Ads. I got a big smile on my face because I'm a little kid excited. Want to make sure everybody can hear me, so chime in the comments, let me know that you can hear me and where you're tuning in from. Today's a very, very big day. Probably the biggest day I've had in quite a long time. I don't even want to think about how far back. Especially one that's got me as excited as this. So that said, without any further ado, I know we had a delay on the launch and everybody's been chomping at the bit to get inside of Ring Ads, and oh my goodness, it's been a nut house over here. But that's okay. Those are all signs of a good thing, not a bad thing. So anyway, happy to be here. If you can't tell, I don't know if you can or not, maybe. I can't really see the dark circles under my eyes because every time I look away from the camera, I can't see my, yeah. So I've been up all night, busting my ass, and totally worth it. Looking to finish strong today, and then I'll probably sleep pretty good tonight. That's the goal anyway. So, man, super excited. Let me see the comments here real quick, make sure that everybody can hear me. I'm not seeing anybody chime in yet. There's a bunch of you on. Let me know that you can hear me so that I know I'm not talking to myself. I want to make sure that everybody can hear me. I want to make sure everybody can hear me. Can everybody hear me? I'm going to stick with that till I know everybody can hear me. Going to stick with that. All right, let me see. I've got to do something really quickly. I've got to grab... wrong page. There we go. That'll do it. Let me grab this. And yep, that'll do it. Okay, so now I know what I'm doing. All right, cool. Oh, hey, everybody can hear me. Wow, the comments are a little bit delayed. Cool. Hey, happy to be here. Hope you are as well. Good stuff to cover today. So we're going to talk about the Ring Ads launch itself, launching to the public, right? Because it's been out for quite some time, but not to the public. And so we're going to talk about a bunch of different stuff that comes with that, and some decisions that were made that I think are going to, well, I already know. I've already seen, some of you have been chomping so bad at the bit that you're already in. So that obviously puts a smile on my face too. But man, really looking forward to this launch for a long time. So and I'm sure you have too. So that said, I'm going to come over to my screen really quickly. Let me see if I can get this right here really quickly. Want to see if I can get this right. There we go. Okay, cool. Just had to do some camera work here with my live stream software. All right, so welcome to the Ring Ads Coaching Call, March 3rd, 2020. Yes, we're a few days late, but that's okay. That's okay. It was a short month in February anyway. I just blame whoever made February a short month, right? And I don't know why we have a short month. I'm sure there's some kind of really once logical, now illogical reason why February has only 28 days and then a leap year, but whatever. It's probably got something to do with planetary rotation and alignment and whatever. Okay. That way we have 364, right? 365, that whole thing. I have no idea why. I guess it's because I've been up all night, so bear with me, folks. So today we're going to talk about the Ring Ads public launch. I'm going to give you the overview. We're going to talk about the 3 simple rules to master success. I'm going to give you real-world examples, folks, real-world examples. I'm not just going to beat this stuff into your head. I'm going to talk to you about it. We're going to have a conversation about how this makes a difference, and I'll give you some great examples of that from my own personal history and experience, as well as the countless people that I've taught this business model. Okay, then we're going to talk about the software training and access. I know some of you are already diving into that. I would challenge you and encourage you to stick to this call first. There's going to be some information here, at least initially for you early birders there, that you want to pay attention to on this, okay? And then we'll talk about the Facebook group, we'll talk about the live stream support, and then the next steps, things you can do right now. So I'm going to give you some action steps. That's right. I'm going to kick you guys off the right way and get you moving. That's the goal, right? It wasn't just about going live and hitting a button. It was very much what can we do to engineer and design rapid success like we normally do, like I'm known for, but at scale, and do so where you can run at your own pace. That's going to be pretty cool. So anyway, Ring Ads is now launched to the public. That's right. So if you were to go to ringads.com, which we'll do probably here in a little bit, you're actually going to be able to pick up Ring Ads. But before you do, okay, I'm not going to try to tell you not to pick it up. I just want to cover a couple things with you. I think it makes sense. So before we do that, let me bounce out of here and let's go take a look at what those pages look like. So if we were to go to ringads.com, let me go there real quick. We're going to go there. I'm going to drag this in so hopefully everybody can see that. Very cool. So this is the main page. You'll notice the video is different. I stayed up and put together a quick video. I'll probably be changing those out, but improving them, I should say. But this is the main page, right? So you can see what we're all about, software demo. If you want to just go straight ahead and get Ring Ads, obviously you can do that. List of the features, of course, we'll be adding to that as the features are added, right? Actually, there's some I need to add in here already. Just haven't made the time to go do that, but I will. And success stories, right? There's a ton of success stories you can take a look at there in the slider, and frequently asked questions, right? So, like I said, Ring Ads free for life, no catch, right? No catch, is free for life. So let's go there. Let's go there and take a look, and this is where you pick up Ring Ads. So if you notice, there's another video. Don't worry, these are very, very short videos. They're not very long at all. Matter of fact, let me see here. It's 3.5 minutes. I'm sure everybody can spare that, okay? Now, you have a couple of options. Like if I go to step 2, for example, you're going to see a couple of different options. You have what's called Ring Ads Classic. That is the free software, free for life, $0. Very plain English, right? And then you have something called Ring Ads Prime. And you might be going, well, what the hell is Ring Ads Prime, and why is it $27 a month, and why is Ring Ads Classic also included? What's going on here? And the video will explain it, and I'll explain it here. Basically, Ring Ads Prime is an over-the-shoulder series watching me personally build and scale an entire agency from scratch. You're going to see how I do it from start to finish with the exact same tools that I teach on, that I give you access to, the whole 9 yards. I'm going to run expense, profit, and loss reports, the whole freaking shebang, okay? Incorporation, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so with all that done, and obviously being videoed, right? You're going to see how quickly things can come together and get some ideas for yourself, for your own agency. But you're also going to get access to things like the DIBS list. I call it the Doing It Because Success list. So DIBS as in you get dibs on stuff. So anytime we launch any kind of training, kind of like this, but obviously not the free stuff, you already get that. Event seats, that kind of stuff, you're going to get first access. That's what we call dibs. You get dibs. So you're going to get early bird notifications on that kind of stuff, and that can be very, very valuable, save you a lot of money too in the long run. And then you've got access to any future copy-paste ad campaigns for all the ad platforms that I'm going to be expanding out to, right? So as I build the agency and I start expanding with different ad campaigns, I'm going to give you the copy-paste versions. Some of them are not copy-paste, but I'm going to give you exact settings and screen shares step by step so that you know exactly how that campaign was made. You can follow the bouncing dot on a video and create the exact same campaign. As much copy-paste as possible, though, I can promise you that. So that's the difference between Ring Ads Classic and Ring Ads Prime. If you pick up Prime, notice up here at the top, you still get Ring Ads Classic. Like I'm not holding back any information. Like you get all the software training, client acquisition, scaling the business. The entire smash comes with Ring Ads Classic. You get that for free. We're going to be rolling a lot of that training out. Some of it's already there, but we're going to be rolling that out over the next few weeks here, as well as what we launched with today. But you also have the option to come in under Prime, and that's what that's all about. Now, on both levels, we do ask for card details. We're not going to charge you on the Classic, right? On Ring Ads Classic, we're not going to charge you, though. This is to prevent fraud and keeps abuse off of our servers, that kind of stuff. So very helpful there. And of course, if you've got frequently asked questions, 30-day money-back guarantee, the demo, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I lay out exactly, and the thing is, like on the costs, something else, I did my best to estimate real world, like actual value, as opposed to some kind of super inflated marketing value. You'll actually see that if you take a look at the tally. Like, that is a real world value. That is not some bloated, thing. Wow, people are coming in. Great. Happy to see you. Welcome aboard. That's cool. Someone from Bishop, California. I've never heard of Bishop. Wonder where that's at. I'll have to look that up later. And then, of course, quick action bonuses, right? So you're going to get the training updates, the software updates. Like, I'm not going to piece out the call management or the call tracking and agency management parts of the software, right? Like, we have plans to do some things that'll be paid upgrades for the software, yes, but will it be a feature or something that's directly for call tracking? No, you get that for free. Will it be for something that's agency management based? No, you're going to get that for free. That is what Ring Ads Classic is all about. This is not a freemium. Those of you who know what a freemium software is, like, you get a free software, or you get, like Dropbox, you get 2 gigabytes, but 2 gigabytes ain't jack, right? In the scheme of things, they know that, and it's space that they had free to give away in order to build up a referral program. See, that's a freemium, and you can upgrade with paid stuff, right? So we do have upgrades, but the upgrades are based around what level of support you need, not holding stuff back in the software, not holding stuff back in the training. You're going to get all of that. So anyway, very proud of that fact. I just don't see that. I definitely don't see that in the pay-per-call industry, not really. And out there in the rest of the world, I'm definitely not seeing this. I looked high and low for case studies on SaaS sales, software as a service, right? Because that's kind of what this is. If you look at it, it's not just SaaS though. There's SaaS and training. But I looked up case studies. All I could find was people either running free trials with card, without card, or people running a freemium limited version. And nobody ever did like just, hey, how about I give you the whole damn thing free and build value? And I'm like, man, that's what I'm all about. Let's just go that way. Let's do that. And anyway, not trying to bore anybody to death. Hopefully I'm not. But anyway, you get the idea. I lay out exactly what's in Ring Ads Prime as well down here in the list, and you can see the added value of that. The campaigns are worth thousands. I'm way lowballing the price of the campaigns, but campaigns are worth thousands for sure. And frequently asked questions. There you go. So that's Ring Ads Classic and Ring Ads Prime, right? Ring Ads Classic and Ring Ads Prime. Now, once you've decided on what level of account you want, you're going to see a page that looks like. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick while I'm talking to you. Who's excited about that, by the way? Let me see in the comments. Who's excited about like how we're positioning this, and the whole thing in my mind is designed for you to succeed, and succeed long before you pay us tons of money. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I'll work with people that'll pay me tons of money, but at the same time, I'm not trying to do that out of the gate or up front. It's not something that I'm known for or want to do even. Anyway, once you choose your account option for Ring Ads Classic or Ring Ads Prime and Classic, right? You're going to be taken to this page, okay? Don't worry, this is the only page. It's not some like 5-product, 7-product funnel or some crazy crap like that. This is, you'll understand exactly why I'm making this offer. I've been asked so many times. And this is another short video. Let's see, how long is this one?
That are
4 minutes and 30 seconds. I think everybody's going to be okay with that. Especially if you have to look at that ugly mug for 4.5 minutes. You'll be okay. You'll live, right? You'll heal. But Ring Ads Mirror. Ring Ads Mirror is access to my copy-paste campaigns for 25 plus verticals. There's the list of the verticals. You can see that right there. All you have to do is click this button once, and you're going to be able to add that inside of your inside of your Ring Ads login. It's automated, so it's going to get added right away. Here's the cool thing, though. It's not just copy-paste campaigns that work in proven verticals. That takes out a crap ton of guesswork and stuff that you don't have to worry about anymore. But I'm also giving you prospect lists, meaning potential clients that you can call that I have grabbed that are up to date, right? These are up to date prospect lists for all those verticals, and you're going to have that copy paste as well, in addition to the copy paste campaigns. That is, and then obviously the training on how to load in those campaigns. Actually, this is something that I have not completed yet. I've got to go in. The lists are loaded and all that. The campaigns themselves and the training for it are not currently, but they will be shortly. I can promise you that. Just been working hard trying to get the rest of the software training and updates in place, and so that's why I've been up all night. But I will continue working until we get mirrors straightened out. But once it is, I mean, you're going to be able to load up in like 20 minutes. You're going to be able to load up 25 plus ad campaigns and pick one. I recommend you pick one, just one, and take the client list for that, load it into the Ringless Voicemail voice broadcasting. You guys know my secret source for that. If you don't, guess what? It's going to be in the training. And yeah, I mean, all that for $97. I said all that to say this: it's $97 one time, not monthly, one time. So with Prime, you get access to all my future campaigns, right, that I roll out across all platforms. And for $97 one time, you get all of the ones I currently have that makes sense for you to go forth and profit with, right? Pretty slick setup, if I do say so myself, because this automates a lot of like what people normally ask me to do for them. Which, don't get me wrong, folks, I love doing this work. This is so much fun to me. At the same time, though, there's so many people asking for this. I have to be able to serve at a level that's high enough for everybody, or low enough for everybody to get in, or most everybody to get in, that's serious about this business and wants that jump start, right? But at the same time, is high enough quality and high enough service to get you those results. That's the balancing act. That's the not juggling, because that makes it sound like it's laborious, if you will. It's not. It's very much a balancing act. Very much a balancing act. And I think we got it. I think we nailed it with this one. So tell me what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think, because after this, you get forwarded to the thank you page. You get forwarded to the thank you page, which tells you, let me see here. Let me pull it up for you. Some of you are probably like, I've already seen this, dude. Some of you are, actually a lot of you are already in. That's pretty cool. You are now. This is a like I said, less than 3-minute video, so I did my best to keep it short and sweet, folks. Anyway, Facebook group, check your emails for logins, 5 different ways to reach our support, which you folks should already know about from our previous coaching calls, right? And that's it. I mean, after that, you've got your logins. You should be logging into Ring Ads, and from the login in Ring Ads, I mean, if we take a look, you're going to have something similar to this. You'll have privacy policy, terms of service. You got to agree to that to use the software, and then a welcome video, right? You're going to see a 5-minute welcome video to get you started. You'll notice if you missed something in the upgrades, that's okay. You can come to the upgrade plan, and you'll notice Classic will be there no matter what. If you've got an account, no matter what you do, Classic is always going to be there, $0 one time. You'll see here in this example account, I signed up for Mirror, and you'll notice there's buttons that take you to pages that show you, hey, this is what you're getting. It takes you back to that sales page so you can see exactly what it is that you're getting. You can also, like, you wouldn't want to do this on a one-time plan, but on a monthly plan, like if you loaded that up and upgraded now, you can upgrade from within the dashboard, which is kind of nice. You could always cancel that plan later if you needed to. I don't know why you would, but it's always there. Same thing for Ring Ads mentorship. I had several of you ask me about the mentorship, and I thought long and hard about not whether to put an upgrade in here or not, but what to put it at. We had our initial founding members, if you will, the mentorship come in a few months ago now, and some serious results are happening from that. And we set that at an initial price of what was that, $797, I think, and then like we had a multi-pay plan. I wanted to go to 1997, and I will. I just didn't want to do it right out of the gate because I know some of you are chomping at the bit to get into this, to get into the mentorship. So mentorship comes Mirror and Prime and a whole bunch of other stuff that's not even out yet too on top of it. So mentorship is at that rate, by the way, is worth it. I think at some point it's probably going to be worth $3, $4, $5 grand a year, and used mostly by the people that have a couple dozen clients, right? So to get in now, obviously at a grandfathered rate like this, and I did say grandfathered, right? You can quote me on that. I'm on a live recording. You can't see my face though. Hold on, let me come back. Can you see my face now? Okay. Grandfathered in at that rate, okay? Grandfathered in. Let me come back to the screen. So you're going to be grandfathered in at that rate. I mean, it's an absolute steal for those people that know this is the business they want to be in long term. Everybody that's already in the mentorship is pretty much kind of in that boat that I'm talking about now, just at a little bit lower price, and they've had longer to run with it than you've had. But that doesn't mean that you're going to be slow or something coming out of the gate. You're going to be very fast with it. That's the whole purpose of the mentorship. So there's the upgrade plans. You'll notice like we have some training videos here. There's going to be a ton more, by the way. Right, we've got software training. You actually have I don't know if you know this or not, but you actually have the ability to add your own training. So like you can add your own categories, own videos. And it's pretty in depth in terms of like what you can add into your own videos. Let me see. Yeah, not a good account to show you on it as an example. This account that I'm logged into, the sample account, but it's very detailed, right? And there's training on how to do everything basically. And as we go along, actually, let me come back to my slides here. I'll talk to you about. What we're doing here. Where is it at? Not next steps. Did I miss it? Software training and access. There we go. So we're going to skip around a little bit and come back to the 3 simple rules for massive success. So the deal is Ring Ads Mirror's up, Ring Ads Prime is up, the Over the Shoulder series, right? There's some to-do work on that, but they are up and running, right? You're able to come into them, and the Over the Shoulder series for Ring Ads Prime is going to start next week. Basically, we want to get the launch off the ground and make sure that's 100% so that we can shift our focus to the other stuff down in item number D there, which is all the agency building, all the agency scaling, client acquisition, the Google call only training, the white label client training that you can use for your clients and not have anything labeled ring ads, right? All that stuff's not been released yet, but it will be, right? It's stuff we're going to roll out in the coming weeks, like I said. So the good news is you've got the software. You can start learning how to use it, set everything up, and get prepped, right? Keep studying that sales script. There's a ton of stuff to work on, right? Setting up your API configurations, account settings, apply for your Google Ads API, set up your notification messages, create a test company so that you know what the back office looks like, so you can walk your clients through it. There's a ton of stuff you can be working on in the meantime, which will definitely prepare you for that success as this stuff rolls out. Okay. All right. So I think that's it. Yeah. So 3 simple rules to massive success. Before we do this, let me jump over here to the comments. I'm curious to see who's as excited as I am. Let me come back to my webcam here. Okay, cool. So everybody can see me. I'm looking at comments here. Everybody can hear me loud and clear. Very good. John's on the call. Steve, Scott's here. Hey, Scott. All right. Jeff is excited. That's good. I'm excited. Scott's excited. He said awesome, but it was all caps, so that means he was probably yelling it like I do. Dennis says super, all caps. Very excited for me and you. Pretty awesome. Can we upgrade later to the monthly? Yes, you can. I just showed that in the software. It's inside the software in the upgrades tab. You'll be able to find it there. And yes, you can upgrade later. Let's see. Excited about Prime. I bought. Hey, Carrie. Oh, it's Carrie. Hey, what's going on, man? In my mind, it should save a lot of money spent trying to optimize the campaign. Does it include negative keywords? Prime is not Prime is not the campaigns copy paste. It's the future campaigns copy paste. And yes, I'm going to be covering everything in minute detail. All the optimization I do to those campaigns, you're going to see 100%. I'm not going to hide anything there on you. And Mirror, Ring Ads Mirror is the one that has the copy paste campaigns all collected into a nice little box for you. And that is that does not have negatives. You still have to optimize, but you can use the optimization training that we roll out for the Google Call Only side when we roll that out. Like I said, over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be rolling out a lot of training from here on. Now that we're kind of in a place where it makes sense for us to launch and get you guys going. So make sure you understand the difference between Prime and Mirror. Ring Ads Prime and Mirror. And Classic is the free version, right? Classic, not even version. It makes it sound like it's limited. It's not a freemium, right? It is what it is. It's Ring Ads Classic. That's why I called it Classic, because man, classic cars. What's like one of the, well, as a guy anyway, I don't know about you out there, but as a car guy, as a car nut, one of the most overdone sayings ever about cars, but still very true. They don't make them like they used to, right? So when I think classic car, I'm thinking that thing's built, right? Like it's cherry, and that's what the Ring Ads software is to me, and should be to you, right? So Ring Ads Classic, and of course we're always going to hot rod the Classic. We're going to upgrade it, and no, it's not going to cost you guys money on that side. That's ridiculous. We're looking to shake the industry up, and I know we're going to do that, so very excited about that. John Hackwood's in. Hey, man. Welcome aboard. Very excited. Steve Taylor. Ron's on. Hey, what's going on, Ron? Are there any other fees? Yeah, there's a few other fees, I'm sure, to run an agency that can make you 6-7 figures a year. Absolutely. Not trying to be funny. I was smiling because it makes me think about how silly the expenses are. You've got Twilio, any kind of prospecting tools you might use. If you send out email, a couple $100 a year, something like that. Use what we teach, like G Suite and whatnot. It's nominal, very nominal, very very low cost to be able to run an agency. This entire model was designed by me with the bootstrapper in mind. That's something for you to keep in mind, is that I'm not trying to, you guys and gals know, like, do I email the crap out of you with like affiliate links every day? No, I don't. What do I talk about all the time? If you ever hear me talk about anything at all, what am I talking about? Pay-per-call. 100% pay-per-call agency, pay-per-call agency, pay-per-call agency, and how to build one, how to scale one. That's all I talk about. Now, are there other tools that you can use? Absolutely. ClickFunnels is a good one, right? I have an agency website template, and I also have an agency training website template for your staff, right? Where you can add in training to teach them how to do their job, right? And do it without you being around. That's what being a boss is, by the way. Having a business and not having to be there for it to run, right? So I teach you how to build all that stuff, and those templates are ClickFunnels templates. So with one click, if you have a ClickFunnels account, great. If you don't, click the link for the funnel and get you a ClickFunnels account. I mean, outside of those expenses, I can't really think of anything. I mean, ringless voicemail, voice broadcasting campaigns, but those are like extremely cheap. Not very much at all. And I've got a very, very cool hookup on that, a very good source on that I've used for years, that not only is he good at what he does, he's actually started his own agency, and guess what? Pay-per-call, that's right. And he happens to be working with some guy who knows a lot about it and has pretty good track record, and that would be me. So Dale and I are pretty tight, and he's very good at what he does for ringless voicemail, voice broadcasting, and that's a source that I share openly, freely, because I want you to have the best, and I want you to have not just the best, but the most cost effective, right? He's definitely not the cheapest around, but one of the absolute most cheapest I've ever seen in terms of quality, deliverability versus cost. It's ridiculously low. So, plus ringless voicemail and voice broadcasting's historically low on pricing anyway. So the idea here is not whether ringless voicemail and voice broadcasting works. It's about what you're selling. If you have something your clients want, it doesn't matter the messaging in terms of how it's delivered, as long as it's delivered. I've seen direct mail work. I've seen direct messaging through social media, so DMs, right? Slide in the DMs, as they say. Gosh, that makes me sound old as hell. I've been watching too much Snapchat, I guess. Slide into the DMs, right, for your prospects. You can do that. I've seen it work for ringless voicemail, voice broadcasting, emailing, Facebook groups. It does not matter how you deliver the message more than it does what the message is and exactly what it is you're selling. That's the key. And you've got that. With Ring Ads, you got that now. So that's why I get so excited, because it's fish in a barrel. It's no brainer for anybody who's serious about growing their business to want to work with you once you've got your agency set up. So anyway, tried to make everything as much plug and play as possible. Yeah. You know what? I should probably take these. I was starting to get a headache. It's part of the price I pay for being up all night. So I was going to take some Excedrin real quick. Give me 1 second. Are the websites only for ClickFunnels, or is there an option to use WordPress? It's pretty much only ClickFunnels in terms of the agency website and the agency training site templates. Those are all ClickFunnels, because ClickFunnels has the best systems to be able to do that quickly. Let's say that. And I'll tell you something else, is that the people that actually use the template, the agency template, do very well on conversions while they're on the phone, like very well. Okay. I've got a guy, for example, who I think he's up to like $42,000 collected on initial deposits, not rebills. Initial deposits, 42 grand, and that was done, let's see, December, January, February, and there was 3 weeks off. So call it like at the most 2.5 months, almost well, over 40 grand collected initial revenue, initial deposits, meaning new clients, new client base, using that agency template and the phone. And never having sold, by the way, calls, ever. Never having owned an agency, ever. Okay? That should say a lot to you about those templates. Now, for the ads website, like what we teach you to do and use for the Google Ads call only specifically, that's a WordPress site, absolutely. So you'd want WordPress, Namecheap. So you're looking at hosting a domain, a couple of domains probably, for your agency website, right? The template that you use in ClickFunnels, you're going to want a domain for that probably. To an easy domain for people to go to, your potential clients to go to, and see what you're all about, and actually pay you through that funnel. That's what that's used for. It's not just to look pretty, it's to look pretty and close that business. That's what it's for mainly. But the ads website is WordPress. It is WordPress. Teach you how to build that. Pretty straightforward. And if you do something like hosting with Namecheap, I mean, they've got Easy WordPress, Easy WP. I think that's like $1 for the first month, and then I think it's like $7 a month after that for that website. It's nothing, and a domain is what, $10 a year. Again, like very, very, very low cost to start this business up and do it right. You know what I mean? Like, when I say do it right, I don't mean there's a right or a wrong. I mean do it well. Let's just say it that way. In order to do it well, it does not cost an arm and a leg to do it. And it's one of the things I've always loved about teaching this business model, is that you can be an absolute, hero, stud, or studette from like day one. From day one. It does not take a set of special skills. There's nothing special about it. It just happens to be, think of it this way. Is there anything special about flour, like cooking flour, like baking flour? What about baking soda or sugar or any of those ingredients. But you know what? You put the right amounts of those ingredients together in a certain way, prepared, and then put them in the oven at a certain time at a certain temperature. And what do you end up with? Hopefully, you end up with the cake that the recipe was for. That's exactly what you have here is a recipe for success in the pay-per-call agency model. So it's not about any one ingredient or anything like that. It's about baking the cake, 100%. So thanks for bringing that up and asking. Appreciate that. Carrie says, my bad mirror is what I bought. Cool. I'm glad you bought that. Good deal. Does mirror have negative keywords? No, again, it does not. You're going to do that inside of optimization. That's the key. You're going to do that inside of optimization. Very excited. In for the Prime right after this call ends. Awesome. Can you talk about the actual call tracking platform? Show some of the features. Hey, Scott, I could do that. I've already done that a bunch. And what I will tell you is this. If you go to ringads.com, there is a, 30-something minute video of me covering the features. And I need to go in and update that video because there's a lot more that has been added. But there's also a very extensive list on ringads.com. So you can look at, you've got the training once you come in to look at. That'll show you all the features and what everything's doing. You've got ringads.com with the demo video on it and the list on ringads.com, the main page. So just go to ringads.com, check it out, check out the demo, check out the list, and go into the software and look at the training videos. That'd be the best way I can get you moving at the same time that you're learning about the features. I don't want you to just learn about the features. I want you to learn about the features by using them. That's what's going to make you the money, right? Exciting how comprehensive this program is. You know, thank you for sharing that. Who is that? Jeff Perry. Thank you for sharing that, dude. And I say that because, I put a lot of thought into this, and I'm not the only one, but I guess I'm the main one in terms of kind of coming up with how to put this all together and do so in such a way that serves everybody like at that max level. And man, I've been itching to do something like this for so long, and I'm glad to just be able to not have brakes, on me and go full steam on it. And it's exciting because I've got all of you with me along for the ride. It's going to be a hell of a ride. I'm pretty excited about that for sure. So thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. Well done, William. Amazing. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Can we use it for affiliate pay-per-call? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Matter of fact, we have some surprises for you on that. Not currently, but they're in development. And as soon as those roll out, you're gonna wonder why you ever even maybe thought about another platform. It's gonna be something. It's gonna really. I can't share it with you yet. I can't do that, but I guess I can. But I'm not going to. It's much better as a surprise. I'm going to knock your socks off when you see it. And, man, yeah. So the affiliate side, 100%. If you're already with some affiliate networks for pay-per-call, you can definitely run this software with it. It's a little bit different for now. There's some things we're working on in development on that too that are going to make life a little bit easier to determine between a local client and an affiliate offer. You're going to have the option to be able to choose pretty soon, actually. So keep that in mind, and yeah, you can do the affiliate stuff. Thank you for asking. That's a great question. Whew. Elaine, I hope I'm saying that right, by the way. Can you explain all the things the Ring Ads software can do? I probably could. I'd much rather point you to ringads.com, though, the same way I did with Scott. Not to be an ass or anything. The reason is because it's just very comprehensive. It's just going to explain everything probably a hell of a lot better than someone like me who stayed up all night and could walk you through a lot of that stuff. But I've already done that in the demo video on ringads.com, and there's the list in ringads.com. And if you come into the software, when you come into the software, you're going to have all the training tied to each feature. And I'd much rather you kind of get your toes wet. I don't know why I did that, jazz hands, but get your toes wet and start diving in here, right? That's my goal, is to get you moving. So I would challenge you to go that direction with it. and you're going to find anything and everything that you can think of in terms of features, short of wiping your butt. Short of wiping your butt and saying thank you, ma'am, right? It's gonna, or thank you, sir, for everybody else. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool what it can do. And what's that song? You ain't seen nothing yet. Yeah, just be playing that in your head the whole time you think ring ads. That's the theme song, kind of. I would say kind of. Nah, that's pretty much the theme song, at least for the next, I don't know, couple years. Till we wear it out, till we wear it off the reel. Man, that makes me old. Will I be doing Zoom calls? Yes, I will be. So the coaching calls are going to be, like as always, 14th and 28th of every month, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's not going to change. And going forward, yeah, now that we've launched, we're going to be covering the training that's added, all the updates, all the software features that are updated. There's an announcements and notifications feature inside the software, by the way. So it's not just the Facebook group. It's not just the live calls or the live streams. It's also going to be announced inside the software. Anything's going to be announced inside the software. Events, software updates, features, changes, updates to training videos on the software, like you name it, right? You're going to get notified in multiple places about that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, it's a good question. Zoom calls is part of that. Zoom is actually going to be folded into what I'm doing now with Facebook Live. So yeah, we'll definitely have live calls. I had one actually with the mentorship. I do one once a week. So I did that. What is today? Tuesday? No, is today Wednesday? Tuesday. God, that's how crazy it's been. Every Monday is my point. Every Monday I do a call with the mentorship. So whenever the hell that was, I think it was yesterday. It feels like it was a week ago. But yesterday, I did a call just like that for the mentorship. So we'll be doing those for the free group as well, just twice a month as opposed to once a week, right? Okay. Does Prime come in both monthly and annual pricing? No, it just comes in monthly, just monthly. Let's see. I'll check out the demo. We'll get Prime and Mirror later. Good deal. Sasso, I hope I'm saying that right. Sasso also is interested in the affiliate side. Good. I know a lot of you are, and it's coming. It's going to be good when it does. I missed that mentorship is available again. Need to check that out as it includes Prime and Mirror. Thanks for offering again. Hey, Carrie, no problem. You know where it's at. It's in the upgrades tab. If you've got questions, hit us up in support. Let me know how I can help, right? Sorry if this has been asked, what's the cost to join? Ron, the cost to join is depending on how you want to go, right? Depends on which way you want to go with it, my man. So if you want to go with the free software, it's free. Not even trying to be funny. It's kind of funny, but I'm not trying to be funny. If you want to see over my shoulder as I build an agency from scratch and scale it, and you want access to the dibs list and access to all my future campaigns that are copy paste, all that kind of stuff, that's Prime. That's Ring Ads Prime, and that's $27 a month. If you want to add to that, after you've picked one of those two options, right, you can have the free software, or you can have the free software and Ring Ads Prime for $27 a month, right? So once you've picked one of those two options, you're going to be presented with all of my campaigns, that I currently have bottled up for call only ads that make sense for the verticals that are the easiest to go after. Let's say the best to go after, the most profitable to go after. And that's called Ring Ads Mirror, and that's $97 one time. $97 one time for all my campaigns. And prospect data for each of those verticals. So think HVAC, think veterinarians, think plumbing, you name it, right? All the verticals that are listed on that page. So I would challenge you to go to ringads.com. Actually, you can go to get.ringads.com. Get, G-E-T, not get like we say in the South, G-I-T. Get on out from here. No, G-E-T, get. I am somewhat educated. get.ringads.com. Get.ringads.com. You go there, it'll take you straight to the page I was just telling you about with Ring Ads Classic and Ring Ads Prime. You make your selection there, and then you get forwarded over to Ring Ads Mirror, where you have the campaigns all in one go at $97 one time, right? Hopefully that helps explain everything. And if not, this is being recorded, so as soon as this live stream is over, it becomes a recording inside the Facebook group. So I would say go back and rewatch it, but it's pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. I don't think you'll have any challenges. If you do, hit us up in support. We'll take care of you. Sasho, thank you for correcting me. I hate butchering people's names, and that's such a cool name too, by the way. So thank you for correcting me. I will remember that. Sasho, I like it. Joined as a founding member from the previous company. Listening to this once again makes me realize again just how much value you bring to every member. William, truly awesome, sir. Hey, John. And we were on the call yesterday. We were on a call yesterday together. What a great call that was yesterday, right? It was like over 2 hours we spent. Totally worth it. What a great call. It was good, and it was great to finally talk to you. That was kind of fun. You're more than welcome, Ron. Appreciate you chiming in and asking questions. That's good. You don't know what you don't know till you know what you know, right? That's always the way I've heard it. Can you show the verticals again? I can, right here, and you're still not seeing it, but there it is. So here's the Ring Ads Mirror. Somebody wanted to see the verticals again. I'll just read them off real quick in case you can't see that, just in case. Appliance repair, bankruptcy lawyers, car service limos, carpet cleaning, dentists, divorce lawyers, DUI lawyers, dumpster roll-offs or rentals, emergency vets, handyman services, home security, HVAC, landscaping, life insurance, locksmith, maid services, mobile computer repair, movers, personal injury lawyers, pest control, pet grooming. I almost got tongue-tied. Plumbing, towing, tree service, full service restoration, water, mold, fire, smoke, and windshield repair. Those are the... I have no idea why I'm being so animated right now. Probably, again, I keep forgetting I have not had that much sleep. That is probably why. Okay, so looks like we're fielded on the comments here. Yeah, we're fielded on the comments for now. I don't want to spend tons of time on this, but I do, again, I want to, for this 3 simple rules to master success, I want to give you real world examples in this industry, not something that's like, oh, well, if you worked at McDonald's and this and that. No, that's not, you can make a point with that, but it doesn't really drive it home like it does if I say, hey, someone in this model did this and this is what happened. These are the results, for good or for better or worse, right? You need to know, full transparency, what to expect and what to deal with and what the consequences of your actions are, good or bad, right? Because that makes you the better business owner. That's the key. We got to make you the best business owner you can be, right? Best business owner that you can be, because the better you are as a business owner, the easier things are, right? And the more fun you have too, by the way. So these 3 simple rules to master success. I have a lot of people that say, man, who creates rules? Right? Like who creates rules for following training and stuff like that? I do. And I create them not for personal enjoyment. Trust me on that one. Not because I'm trying to be difficult. Not. It doesn't have anything to do with me at all. Actually, it has to do with what I see. That's the only way it's connected to me. Is just through my eyes, what I see as a business owner, and in teaching people to grow their agencies and scale their agencies. These are the common pitfalls. So these rules help you stay on the path and avoid those common pitfalls. And if you can avoid those things that totally sink a business from, for example, $80,000 a month to $3,000 profit a month in less than 2 months, and yeah, that kind of stuff has happened right in front of my face by not following these 3 simple rules. And I'm not joking with you. Deviation, it's a killer. It's a mother. And it's not something to be scared of. It's just something to be aware of. And when you look at that, I mean, if you did an estimate on like an annual, even 6 months worth of of revenue that person lost because of, and not just revenue, but profit, excuse me. So profit, it's at least $500,000. It's probably way more than that, and it's probably still stacking up, still counting, but it's at least $500,000 mistake. I don't want you folks to, and this happens at every level, by the way. People mess up at every level, and that's just the way life is, right? That's human nature. The goal is to catch yourself, correct yourself, constantly be paying attention to these 3 simple rules to master success that you're looking at here on your screen. Only follow the training provided. I've seen people go and get dozens of clients, no joke, dozens and dozens of clients, and then they'll turn cold. They can't close a barn door for like weeks or a week solid, and nobody's come into the business. It's not because they suck. It's just because they did what? They deviated from the training. Now, in most cases, right, they're not, in most, I say, most cases, people are not trying to do that on purpose. They don't know they're doing it. But that's my point, is if you keep focus on these rules and live by them and die by them, what's going to happen is when you own these rules, not William says so, but you say so. You're the business owner. You set the policies. Make these 3 rules your policy for doing business and how your company does business and how you create training and how you do everything. This is it right here. You do that. When you own these rules like that, what's going to happen? You're not gonna have those kind of issues be issues for that long, right? You're gonna have a day or two go by and you're gonna be like, man, the hell's going on? You're going to immediately dig into it. Or if you don't know where to dig, support. That's us, right? That's what we're here for. And we'll help you dig. We'll tell you where to dig, and we know where to dig. That's the thing. It's not like we don't know where to dig. Almost, man, people think I'm psychic, and I'm not even close. I am nowhere near clairvoyant. I'm probably the complete opposite of that. But people think I am, at least in this business model, because someone will start to tell me what their problem is, and I can already pinpoint exactly where they need to go or what they need to do. And that's at every level. That's with the software, with the ad campaigns, the optimization, client acquisition, you name it. I've pretty much got it pinned down and know what the challenges are going to be, right? But I need you to learn, not just learn, but also learn how to not have that happen in the future, right? Because if you go down for a week in client acquisition because you weren't following the script as well or something, as an example, next time, if you have the right systems and processes in place, guess what happens? You're only down for like 2 days or a day. And then next time you're down like half a day, right? Man, that makes you sharp. And I don't mean like sharp as in sharp dressed man or something. I mean sharp like sharp as a stick sharp, that kind of sharp, like sharp knife sharp. And that makes you cut through anything, any problems that you would have in the business. And so very, very real world examples I'm giving you here on the 3 simple rules to master success. You got to follow the training. You got to work at this consistently. I've seen people that do the whole tortoise and hare race, right? Some people come screaming out of the gate, right? And then they go cold, right? And then you've got the tortoise who's just, hopping along there. I don't think turtles hop, not really. I've seen one hop, but I don't think they do that, the whole time. They just crawl, right? But I've seen turtles just keep moving at a slow, steady, consistent pace, and slow is not actually slow because they get to the finish line first, right? They don't peter out and like the rabbit did, right? So working at this consistently is super important, but to give you a real world example of that, I've had so many. I've seen people go, I've seen people build a 6-figure agency inside of like 30 days or less, even in some cases, and completely just go ghost because they didn't have the systems. They grew too fast. They weren't building along the way with, they grew too fast in the client acquisition side and nowhere else in the business. So now they got all these clients and they're like, oh, this sucks because it's client management, instead of having the systems and processes to do all that for them so that they can continue to grow the business and then build systems that grow the business on top of systems that manage the business. Woo! That's a business. A business that can grow itself, automated, and auto-correct itself, automated, and manage itself and manage its clients and successfully deliver to your clients what they need and what they paid for, as well as deliver a profit to you, that is irreplaceable. That is priceless. And that's what you have the opportunity and ability to build, not just with the software, right? But with the training too. Training goes with that. Okay. Support. People reaching out to support. You reach out before you get frustrated. That's the key, right? You've got to reach out before you get frustrated. My phone's blowing up here. Sorry. You've got to reach out before you get frustrated. What do I mean by that? Well, I can't tell you how many times I've seen, like, in a support desk for years now, where people are like super upset and for no reason, at least in my perspective, but they've let themselves go so long. Think of it as like a cut on a finger. You can only let that go so long with dirt in it before it gets infected, and next thing you know, chop chop, maybe even chop chop. They're going to take it at the wrist because that kind of infection grows and rapidly. So all I'm saying is, if you get a cut on your finger, go, damn, I got a cut on my finger. Do I have anything around to treat it? No. Okay, well, let me go and get some. That's you reaching out to support. Reach out before you get frustrated. Real world examples of this. I've seen people start out, for example, getting phone calls coming in, like ringless voicemail, voice broadcasting. So they've got potential people ready to close business, and they can't close, and they can't figure out why. And they reached out, and that day closed 3 clients. I've seen complete 180 turnarounds like you wouldn't believe, almost like they'd been doing it for 6 months in less than half a day, just because they reached out before they threw in the towel, or before they gave up, or before they said, oh, this is killing me, right? They reached out before they got to that point, and it was what saved them in terms of their business. Like that kind of a pivotal moment. Man, what a story. And there's tons of them like that. I've got a few just like that fit that mold. It's pretty, not common pattern, but common enough to have a few stories lined up like that. So support. Reach out before you have the need, right? I would say before you have the need. Reach out before you get too frustrated with what you need. That'd be the best way to say it. Okay, cool. Everybody's cool on that. Let me come back to the screen. Let's see, we covered software training access, Ringad's Facebook group. That's where you're at right now. You guys know the deal, and I appreciate you keeping to this. I know everybody's been chomping at the bit. There were a couple of comments, couple of posts that were, I had to check myself on what I was writing back just to make sure everything stays on the up and up and positive. So no negative stuff. There is a zero tolerance policy for that. You get a warning once privately, and then after that you're out indefinitely. Okay, folks, I'm not joking about that. This is a garden, and it's a very fruitful garden. I guess it's a producing garden, and it's weeded constantly, right? It is weeded constantly, meaning, and I don't mean people. I mean weeds are negative thoughts, negative energy. Those things have to be weeded out, and they are for sure. So think of Ringad's the Ringad's Facebook group as a giant, very highly bountiful garden, and it's all of our responsibility to police that and get rid of the weeds, the negative thoughts, not people. Because let's face it, has anybody on this call, including the one yours truly talking to you right now, have we all had negative thoughts? Hell yes. Let me come back to this camera. Yeah. Oh my God. About millions of things. The idea is, the trick is to catch yourself, and with the Facebook group, obviously, specifically for this pay-per-call model and ring ads in general, we've set it up so that you don't have the option anymore. You have to. So it kind of forces us to grow, to be better people, and to support each other. Really happy about that. Really excited about how that's going. Appreciate your support in helping me make this the most successful garden ever in terms of Facebook group and gardening analogies, because I'm not a gardener. I do not have a green thumb. Although I do like plants. Plants are cool. Plants are cool. Anyway, The Ring Ads Facebook group, well, what the hell is it for then? If it's not for bitching about something, save that for another group, right? Or save that for your own Facebook wall, right? That's what people tend to do these days on their Facebook wall. They tend to go and yell about something, right? Whatever it is, but Facebook group, the Ring Ads Facebook group is for questions and answers from support from your peers. You'd be surprised who has answers for you. It's for sharing your journey, your progress, your wins. And I don't mean just client wins, folks. I do not mean client wins. Client wins are cool. Don't get me wrong. I'll put you up in the Ring Ads Rebels photo group, right? The photo album. There will be much more recognition on the way too. When it comes to your progress and your wins along the way, but that's not the only type of win there is, right? What kind of journey did you go through, right? Some of you are going to struggle with the agency website. Some of you are going to breeze right through that. Some of you are going to, and then that person's going to struggle with ad campaigns or optimization. There's struggle at every level at different places for different people based on past experience, right? It's different for everybody. It's a journey. And sharing, you'd be surprised how much you can gain from that, how much is lifted off of your shoulders as a burden to carry by yourself when you realize that everybody's tugging at the same giant rock, really, right? Same giant rock, just you're part of the rock, if that makes sense. That's the deal. And so that's what the group's all about. And of course, accessing the live streams like we're on right now, sharing documents, training updates, that kind of jazz. Love doing that kind of stuff. So that's what the Facebook group's all about, folks. And I really do. The people that I see the most success from are the ones that journal the most. Like use the Facebook group as a journal entry point where they say, hey, today I did this, I got this done. I have seen in the mentorship, the people that do that, I have seen significant progress from. Those are the people I got my eye on, right? I'm not saying I ignore everybody else. I'm just saying they stand out because I see posts from them all the time and I'm like, man, he got that done. Man, she got that done. Oh my goodness, they're at this point. I know what that means and I know how close they are to the client win. And then boom, next thing you know, client win. And next thing you know, 5 clients in, and 10, and 20. And it's like, man, what happened? Everybody's like, oh my God, how did you do that? It's not magic, folks. It's not magic. It's not like I come out and sprinkle some paper call fairy dust on stuff. That's not how it works, folks. I wish it was. Man, if it was, I would load up on that dust and sprinkle it everywhere. But it's just not the case. It's not magic. It's proven systems and processes. That's it. That's all this business is, and when you boil it down, and how you succeed at it. So, Facebook group, use it wisely, and it'll serve you well, right? Use it well, it'll serve you well. That's a good way to say it. Live streams. So we have training topics to cover. This time we're covering the launch, right? We'll cover them first, usually without interruption. I did go to the comments, but I like having some feedback, like talking with you folks. It's a lot of fun. Plus, I get to share in the excitement, especially for the launch. And then, of course, at the end of every stream, we're going to have like an Ask Me Anything format, which means you can ask us in Zoom calls. Someone was asking about that earlier, right? We'll have like a Zoom setup where you can come on live. And then you also have the comments section if you don't want to come in live. Totally up to you, but I do monitor both. We'll be monitoring both. And of course, the more you use these, the more engagement you have with us, the better and faster your results are going to be. Like I was just saying, the people that have the fastest success, the most consistent and most massive success, tend to be the ones that journal the most inside the Facebook group. That's just how it is. It's not something that's my rule. It's just like I said, success leaves clues. You've heard that before, I'm sure. It does, and that's one of them. In this business model, that is definitely one of them. The people that journal the most about all the small wins they have, those small wins add up to big, big wins, right? That's how it goes. All right, support. You folks know the deal. The support channel. So mainly the support that's listed, like Ring Ads, the LA desk, live agent desk, if you will, that is mainly used for software. So like if you have bugs or suggestions, which by the way, if you can think it, we've probably already thought of it. There was one gentleman who came up with 2 improvements on something out of like 5 suggestions for one specific piece of the software, which means the other three we already had on the list to upgrade. Now, we added the other two because that was pretty cool. And so we always appreciate suggestions. Just keep in mind, most likely, if you're not seeing something in 6 months, say something. Say something, absolutely. But give us some time to get some more development going for what we've got on our plate. And trust me, you're going to be very, very impressed with what you see come out. That much I know. But use it for any kind of bugs or file errors, things like that. That's primarily what the support channel is for. And use the live streams in the Facebook group, right? The free Facebook group. That's everything that's not software. So think client acquisition or ad campaigns and optimization and business model. That's the Facebook group and the live stream. I'm more likely to go in there and do like a Loom video, right? Loom, Loom, or a Loom or a Zoom inside of the Facebook group to answer your questions as if I were sitting right across from you, or jump on with you on a call when time's available, to be able to jump on a call every now and again and outside of the normal schedule of the 14th and 28th I'm talking about, plus the live calls that we do on the 14th and 28th. Like, that's the Facebook group, the live streams, that's perfect for that kind of engagement because everybody learns from the questions you ask, right? Even what you may think may be the most basic of questions can totally be what's on somebody else's mind or maybe 5 other people's minds. That's just how it goes. And being able to share like that value-wise really makes that garden pop, if you will. That's like the miracle grow. This right here, what I'm telling you, you use support, and I say the right way, you use support in this way, because there's no right or wrong way. You can still ask me stuff privately, and I'll still answer. I'll make sure the staff answers too, but keep in mind, when you do it this way, that's the miracle grow to the group. And miracle grow to the group is not just for me. I don't benefit from the group like that. I do benefit from the group, but not in that way. Excuse me. Let me come back to the screen here. I see something that needs to be fixed. I spy with my eye an error. Okay. But yeah, that's what the live streams and Facebook group are for, folks. Right? Come in, get the help you need, and get support that you need from everybody. That's the whole purpose there. Okay. What do we got next? Oh, next steps. Let me come back to my screen. That's important stuff. And then I'll field some comments here, and we'll probably bounce out of here because I don't want to keep you folks too long, right? I know I'm excited, so I tend to and no sleep. I mean, think about it. I might have a tendency to ramble here, so I'm trying my best not to. Okay. Next steps, things you can do to prepare. Let me grab some water, and I'll let you read through that. Things you can do to prepare. You can go in and start setting up your API integrations, set up your account settings, basically set up your business inside of the software, right? Apply for, set up your Google Ads API. We've got some training coming on that here soon. Right now it's not there, but it will be shortly. Set up your notification messages. Create a test company after you do all your account settings and API configurations, so you know what the back office is going to look like. That helps you when you're guiding your clients. Like, if you want to tell your client how to pay you, they can do that through the back office with the wallet tab. But you don't know what the wallet tab looks like until you go into the test company that you created and kind of messed around a little bit in there, right? It helps. Pay-per-call agency success, right? .com. That free updated training is there, right? Grab that. Part 1 and Part 2 guides for pay-per-call agency success in 24 hours or less. Those guides are in there. Super valuable. Definitely get you supercharged and up and going if you haven't done those. Or if you have read those and gone through them, a quick review wouldn't kill you. Go and get your Google MCC account created and study the sales script. Study the sales script. That's a big one. Bet money. There's tons of people on this call right now, and this is how well I know the business, that have not reviewed the sales script like they should have yet. Or they've let it go for the last 2-3 weeks, month, and said, well, shit, I reviewed it for like a week straight, but now you're rusty, right? If you tried to pick it back up and not without looking at the script, you'd probably struggle pretty hard. So you'd be on the struggle bus there, going to Struggleville, right? Population 1, Population U. Please don't be on the struggle bus going to Struggleville. Study that sales script. Study that sales script, okay? All right, those are the next steps, things you can do. Yep, it looks like that's it. So let's come back to my beautiful face here, and that's very tired, but totally worth it. And answer some questions. Do you give average cost per, I'm assuming you mean click when you say CPC, average cost per click for the campaigns, the copy paste campaigns? No. A lot of that comes from pulling in, you gotta keep in mind, give me an example why that's just not going to be a good idea. You need to run campaigns to pull in data, right? I can give you an idea in most cases. Here's the challenge with that though. If you had a client in Seattle, Seattle's like double the cost of living everywhere else. Guess what? Cost per click, it's almost double. Imagine that. Than everywhere else, right? And I say everywhere else, the lower cost of living places like Las Vegas or whatever, right? Okay, so when you look at that, you could try and ask me, hey, what's the cost per click going to be for this client in this area? I mean, now you're talking about my brain and as just how it works. Just to give you an idea, in a lot of cases, I can recall that data. I can pull that up or give you an idea of what it's going to look like in certain areas. For example, Seattle, I know is going to be double the cost of whatever the average is for pest control. So, like if you start, mind you, pulling in calls for pest control, for example, at $3, $4. And you're pulling in a decent amount of call volume for that. I know Seattle's probably going to be more like 4 or 5 at least. That stuff, yeah, I can give you that. Do I give that to you inside the campaigns? No, that's not part of the copy paste campaigns. I want you to get in there, set up a campaign, quit being scared, set up the campaigns, and go. That's how you learn. You learn by doing, not by asking. Now, that said, that does not mean asking questions like that, because that's a good question. Does not mean that's a bad question. It just means it's a question that is asked before something is done, as opposed to us having a conversation or questions with data. See, when you have data, now we can have a conversation that is much higher level, and you're not only comprehending the higher level, you're firing back, if that makes sense. Like you're up to speed at that higher level, and that's the kind of conversations that can catapult the business. So that's why I encourage you, obviously, to do, also because the only way to make the business is to make the business. So get after it, and we can have those conversations. I have no problem having those conversations on any vertical. Okay. So yes, thank you for asking that. Thanks for sharing, Scott. Negative thoughts are like a bird flying over your head. You can't control the bird, but you can stop it from landing on your head and building a nest. 100%. I agree. The good news is I've got all of you, and you've got me and staff to help each other keep the nest off of the head, right? Like that's kind of cool. I like that. That's a great analogy. Thanks, Ron. Inside the over-the-shoulder and Prime and inside the 97 copy and paste package, are you showing affiliate campaigns, or you only cover campaigns for clients? These campaigns can be used for affiliate. There's going to be different settings, obviously, and that's going to be based on the affiliate offer that you choose if you go the affiliate route. But yeah, you can use these campaigns for local or affiliate. It's interchangeable, 100%. Good question, too. I'm not seeing any other questions inside the comments. If you have questions, now's the time. Let's make this last call. Been going about an hour and 15 minutes. I don't want to keep you folks too long, like I said. Very exciting time, and if you have questions, I'll be more than happy to field them for you. Point you in the right direction even, because there's a lot of stuff that's up. I want you to be able to see that kind of stuff and get what you need, right? Get the answers you need. So let's make this last call for questions, and we'll jump off of here, and I'll let you folks get to it, because there's a lot of stuff to do. That to-do list, I breezed through it, but that's a lot of stuff to do. That'll keep you busy for at least a couple weeks. And then with the stuff that we're rolling out over the next couple weeks, that'll keep you even busier. So keep at it, keep consistent, be consistent, I should say, and reach out to support when you need it. Last call for questions. Not seeing anything come through. I'll give it just a few more minutes here, and we'll make sure. So glad. I'm grateful that I'm grateful for a lot, but I'm very grateful that I have my voice, and it's in a place where I don't sound like like an operator, or I don't sound like I don't know, like a caveman, or I don't know. It was very hard. It's very hard for me to describe how I sound when I have congestion problems. I'm glad I don't. I'm grateful I don't sound like that anymore, because it was kind of crappy. Carrie, what's your thoughts on using a nationwide affiliate offer to get data while you're prospecting for local clients? Hey man, that's a great question. I've taught on that like years and years ago. It's still a good way to go. Just keep in mind you may or may not be profitable on an affiliate campaign going that route if you're not sticking to it long term. Also, sometimes the affiliate payouts depends on the offer and how well it converts. Depends on the affiliate payout. There's a lot of factors involved to make an affiliate campaign work well enough for you to keep it going. However, you're right, it will pull in nationwide data, which is the equivalent of, think about this for a second. You run a nationwide campaign, right, on an affiliate offer for HVAC, okay? Yeah, even if you just broke even, or even if you lost a little bit of money, a couple $100, whatever, you made back a few hundred. So let's say you spent $700, but you made back like 400 or 500, right? You lost a couple $100, but at the same time, you spent $700 worth of ads across the entire country, meaning the U.S., because that's probably what you're looking at there, a nationwide offer for HVAC, right? Or across 20 states or whatever. It's still a much larger area than just one campaign for one client. And the idea here is with that optimization, you effectively have just spent $200 to gain data worth $700, but it's actually worth way more than $700 because the second you get client number one, he's profitable out of the gate. The second, because you can charge higher amounts too than what your affiliate payouts are. You know that. So that's the affiliate transition, what we call the affiliate transition from affiliate offer in the vertical you're going after over to local clients. Now, can you run both at the same time, affiliate offer and local clients? Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. I'm not going to tell you not to. How much you want to spend, it's all up to you. I'm just giving you some scenarios and examples of what you can do. I have a guy who ran several $100s in the towing vertical that he did it to pull in data, and the data he pulled in, I'm telling you right now, like he's profitable to almost 3 to 1 on his money, meaning for every dollar he's able to spend on campaigns for towing, he's able to pull in at least $2, but working his way up already to $3, and that level of optimization cost him $700, 700 and change. But that's like, and some people are probably like, oh, I can't spend that much. Listen, I teach you how to pull in client money to be able to do this if you go that route, right? So if you can't go that route of putting up $700, and I'm not saying you have to, Carrie asked me about it, so I'm telling him, right? It's not for you if that's the case. If you can't do that, that's fine. How we bootstrap it is you go out and you go on a client blitz. You pull in 5, 6 clients, 10 clients. When you have 10 clients in within like 3 or 4 days, right? What do you have? You now have an ad budget that you can work with and 10 different data sets that are pulling in data. It's not quite as good as a national campaign running, but it's a damn sight better than just one client at a time. So you go and you pull one client. Will it be profitable? Eventually. Will you have to probably take a loss while you're optimizing? It's entirely possible. In some cases, even probable, depending on the vertical, right? But not when you pull in multiple clients. When you pull in multiple clients, you get multiple data points. When you get multiple data points, your optimization goes through the roof for all of your clients at once, right? A rising tide raises all ships, right? That's basically the saying. There you go. Okay, great question. Appreciate you asking that. William, did you ever create a drug rehab campaign? If so, is it in your upgraded training? I did not create one. There's some things I'm working on that are, how do I say this, alternative platforms and promotions that you're still going to be able to use with ring ads. think outside of call-only ads. Okay, wink, 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 wink. That's coming, right? That's coming, and drug rehab's definitely going to be on that list. But in terms of campaigns that are created for call-only, no. It's been ever since Google did the limitations on that vertical, because there were a lot of people being taken advantage of. This was maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. Don't know if it was 2 years ago. It was at least a year and a half ago, though. Drug rehab, got slammed hard on Google's ad network, the entire ad network. Running ads for a drug rehab center, you actually have to go through a qualification process. You've got to pay a fee to Google, show licensing, all kinds of stuff, in order to actually run ads as a legitimate rehabilitation center. So it's much more limited on the Google Ads network specifically. So there are other ad networks, and I will be sharing that with you in time. Right now, the focus is where we're at with ring ads and call only ads. Right. All right. Good questions. All good questions. Love seeing that. That's what I get working with smart people. That's your guys' fault. I blame you guys. All right. Cool. Last call. We did last call. Okay. Well, I think we're good. I think we nailed it. Still excited. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to sleep. I'm going to have to go and meditate for a little while, see if I can put myself in a state, catch a couple hours, and then wake back up and jam hard. Anyway, thanks for coming on. And those of you who are in, welcome aboard. Appreciate you. I know you've been waiting a long time. I would apologize for that. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to, because I know what it would have meant had we gone another way with it, and I just wasn't ready to sacrifice that. And I know that some of you already see the value in that, based on how we've kind of rolled this out. And those of you who haven't seen that yet are definitely going to see that in the immediate future. You're like, damn, that was a good call. Most of you, if not all of you. So appreciate your support. Appreciate you being a trooper or trooperette, hanging in there with me, and making this thing happen for Ring Ads. So that said, appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you on the next live stream we're doing, which will be March the 14th. I had to look at the calendar. March the 14th, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I believe that's a Saturday, isn't it? March the 14th. Let's take a gander. Yes, it is. It's a Saturday. So the 14th, March 14th, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will see you here with bells on, right? And we'll have more training dropped, tons of stuff to talk about in training, and then we'll also have the Zoom calls, and we're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. Little kid excited. I said big kid. I guess I am a big kid. Little kid excited, though, for sure. I'm a big kid, but I'm a little kid excited about everything. So again, thank you all, and we'll see you on the next call. All right, bye for now, guys.